Yep.
Right. All right, guys. So we're going to record this because I've got some very good information from David Schmidt I want to share. So that way, anybody that watches, and Yana said Kim's got a nice testimony as well. I did a short before I came on just talking about this meeting. So if nothing else, I'll update people where they can go look at this later because some of the information that David has put out recently is really, really interesting. So I really want people to be able to see and hear this. Um, but uh, so, gosh, what was I going to say here? So anyway, let me take you because I found a short that David does here, and the information is just phenomenal in what he shares on there. So let me um, get on here to the share part here, make sure share sound, learn how to do that finally. And here we go. Here, guys. Here we go. Let's. It's only like 2 or 3 minutes long, but it's really interesting.
Is to support our immune health, protect our hearing, our eyesight, and so forth. We want to keep our glutathione levels elevated. So that's how the glutathione patch complements X39. We take carnosine as another example. It's incredibly powerful. So carnosine, we use that with X39, and carnosine is going to support the cognition. It supports the health of our heart, and it actually improves athletic performance. Carnosine acts to buffer the pH, so it improves our strength and stamina. Carnosine is a mild anabolic. It can support muscle growth. Carnosine has actually even been found to protect the telomeres. And in longevity studies, it's been shown that mammals can live 30 to 40% longer when they supplement with carnosine. If our goal is,
I mean, think of that, right? I still got another one I'm going to share with you guys in a minute, but I mean, mammals 30 to 40% longer. I
Yeah,
really got
but
to get my aunts to really get to come in, and I don't even care if they do it as a business. They just need to start ordering it directly themselves because my Aunt Debbie was really, really helped a lot when I originally gave her some of the X39, and I've always wanted her to do the carnosine. I know X39 by itself. We did a video here, I don't know, a few weeks back, where I played the lady that had the dementia, and her caretaker put her on it. And I'm sure she did it with her consent, but I mean, it's like, how do you give consent when you have dementia? You don't remember what you're doing, right? So, but nonetheless, she consented, and she allowed them to film her, and they started it off. And as we watched that video, I think they did it day one. She had a hard time. I didn't fault her for not remembering her grandkids' birthdays and stuff. I don't even remember mine. So, but when it comes to the simple things like, could you name three presidents that ever existed? She couldn't do any of that. And she felt so bad. And then the lady asked, "Can you write a check for me for the services and everything?" And she was looking for a checkbook, and she said, "It's okay." She
maybe
said,
can
"We've
you
been."
let this? I'm sorry. Can you let the guy, Miss
Oh,
Smith,
thank you. I'm
David
sorry. I did
talk
do what
because you
now?
didn't finish. You didn't
Oh,
finish
I'm
David
going to go
Smith.
back. It's another bit that was
Ah,
just a short, so that's all there was to that. But I'm going to go back to David in 1 second here. So anyway, the point was though, is after 30 days of her being, she used X39 only, no carnosine. She had regained her cognitive ability just from X39. Now, let me play for you though. This is where David Schmidt was doing an interview with Maria Prussia. I don't know who she is, but she's a Lifeway person there. Give me a second because I have to find all this to figure out how to share that. All right. All right, let's listen to what he says here. Very interesting. I'll play a couple of minutes on this here as well.
Do it. Well, I looked at all of the different things that you've created in your lifetime, and I have a feeling that you have only just begun because when a person is driven and they want to help create change within the world, different ways of thinking about light therapy.
the basics, which date back several thousands of years, you could go back to ancient Greece or India, was simply using different colored lights to treat the body. And people happened to notice that there was a physiological or emotional response. It made people feel better. And then as light therapy progressed in with modern electronics, different frequencies of energy, light therapy was combined with sound. We began to get the ability to measure the physiological response. And it was noticed that indeed, when you put specific wavelengths onto the skin, or you can irradiate blood with different wavelengths of light, there's going to be a physiological response. Interestingly enough, 25 years ago, light therapy was thought of as being quackery, that there was no scientific basis for it. But now, with more than 5,000 clinical studies that are published, we know exactly what happens. So with traditional light therapy, you stimulate the skin with a specific wavelength of light. Now, this could be in the infrared band. 850 nanometers is a popular wavelength because it turns on mitochondrial function. 630, 660 nanometers in the visible band is also very well researched for its ability to turn on collagen production. And then light therapy is even used in the UV band. So for example, people can go out in the sun. Men specifically can stimulate the androgen receptors on their trapezius muscles and elevate testosterone, in addition to elevating vitamin D. So we can quantify today the physiological response to light therapy. What the way that LifeWave does it that's different is that we modulate the light. This is a technique that has been very well known in laser communications, where infrared light is used as a carrier wave, and then that light is modulated to contain information. So we can speak over a beam of light. With my invention with LifeWave, we modulate the light, but in this particular case, we use it to turn on a specific physiological response. So as an example, if we wanted to elevate the body's master antioxidant, glutathione, we stimulate the body with light, and then the light contains the information to activate the receptor that manufactures glutathione in the body.
Let's circle back to
That was the part that I wanted you guys to be able to hear that I had not heard before. It's the way he's describing the science behind that, that the light in the way he's doing the technology is the carrier for the information that is stimulating the receptors in the body to actually turn on certain functions. And I think that's only in the light in the wavelength itself, but I don't know. We don't, it's a patented technology, so you'll never know for sure every little aspect of how that works. But he talks about is carrying the information. So it's not just reflecting the light wave at a certain nanometers, but it carries that information. So that's really got me curious. But I guess it just lets us know another scientific level of this on how it works. But anyway, I'm going to pause. Yana, if you want to contribute here, and I know you said too, Kim's got an interesting testimony, so let's go to those next.
Well, yeah, Kim has a testimony, and what I want to say for just, those people who worried for like 3 months and then they just never worried again, right? It takes time, and you need to keep wearing those patches because the results keep coming. And Kim's testimony here is a proof of that. I mean, Kim, if you can hear me, how long are you on X39? I know you wear X39 and Eon during the day. So how long are you on those patches?
I've been on them, a month after you guys got started, so it's been over a year.
Wow, it's
More, right?
Almost
more.
2 years.
Almost 2 years, right? Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
And
I went to the eye doctor
Mhm.
this year. Now, last year my eyes improved some. This year they improved some. So over this time for a year now, she says my eyes have improved 2 clicks. So
Wow.
2 steps down. She says that is really good. And I says, well, I guess the X39 is really working.
That's it. I
Because
mean,
I've
why
been
would
telling her about it ever since, I started on them. So, but yeah,
Mhm.
I've been doing, I switched off the Eon. I've got it saved for days that I'm really inflamed. So I do the X39 and because I started physical therapy, I did the X49 with it. And I thought, I
Mhm.
want to see what the Carnosine does because I had one. So I thought, I'm going to try it and see what it does. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to stick with it. You really do.
Yes,
Got to
you
stick
just
with it.
gotta stick with it, and it just these stem cells are gonna go and start repairing
Hmm.
tissues, organs, and they know where they're going. We can't tell them, oh, now go over here and fix this, because it's always surprises, what kind of results you're gonna get. But I cannot imagine even not having X39. Now, Steve, he has to be now in Tennessee. I'm gonna go meet him. We still couldn't. We have oven problems, and I couldn't leave my son by himself because oven was giving out carbon monoxide. So I have to deal with this, and so I couldn't leave yet. But Steve told me just today that he ran out of Eon. He took with himself some, and I was supposed to bring it, right? Well, he ran out. And how long are you without Eon now, Steve?
About a week and a half, I guess, something like that. It's been a while now.
Yeah, and you started just now feeling that you don't have Eon. It's
Oh
almost
yeah.
like Eon
E- e-
is like
Even the cat
anti.
is kind of irritated about that. She really wants her Eon back too.
Yes, see, so I need to fly to you really quick and bring Eon. But yeah, that's what it does. When you have X39 and Eon together, the inflammation in the body goes down. You feel better. And
Mhm.
it's a very natural feel, and it gives you strength. I mean, I can only speak what I see with myself and Steve. And 2 years ago, before we had patches, we were both not doing very well. And Steve, especially with his strength, his strength was going down. And I already told this story a million times. He was supposed to be on a wheelchair. And yeah, there is no wheelchair. There is no more wheelchair talk in our house. And Steve is doing a lot of physical labor as well. And we're exercising. We are going to the gym. We are lifting weights. I mean, I attribute this strength to X39 and Eon. And at night, we're doing carnosine, and I am doing glutathione. And for ladies here, I want to show you something what I do. Kim, you might like this. You know how we get wrinkles right here in the middle between eyebrows right here? So I actually put my glutathione right there. And some people can't sleep like that, but I got used to it. I can. So I put it right here, low, between my eyebrows, like right here. See that? Press it real hard. And this is how I go to sleep every night. So this has prevented me from getting these deep wrinkles here between my eyebrows. So uh, before I was getting them, I started to get them. And since I do this technique right here, and that's how I sleep, they're actually reducing and going away. So I'm gonna have to take that off because I will do video with Steve. So I just wanted to demonstrate because Steve,
Okay,
we have
your
to actually
your
work.
your picture is frozen. So now it's moving again. I was going to say we get to see it for a long time. And I told Yana, I said
Okay.
everybody in our neighborhood there, we have a lot of people from India. I said they're going to think that you're from India too. So
Yeah.
especially when she
So
forgets and walks out the door with it on.
right.
Oh gosh. Anyway, yeah,
Okay.
always I
So
told her I don't know how she does it because I cannot sleep with a patch on my forehead whatsoever. So, But oh,
Anything
by
for
the way,
beauty. But anyway, yeah.
carnosine, just for everybody's knowledge, I know Yana says wear it right near the tailbone. Uh, Ron did tell me, he said another place you can wear it. He said it's the vagus nerve is what you want carnosine to be on. And
Mm.
yeah, he said, Yana's right. He said, but if you don't have, if, you know, he said, because the vagus nerve goes there as well. He said, but two, right below the ear on the side here, which I have a patch on, but it's a glutathione. It probably shouldn't be there where I've got it at, but he said that's the vagus nerve right below your ear as well. And he said that one there is probably a little bit easier for people to wear it if they can't,
Hmm.
if they have a trouble with it staying on at the tailbone area. So,
Okay. All
because I did
right.
tell him mine tends to come off. So I don't know
Really?
why, but it does. Yeah, you
Mine
know,
never does. I don't know why. Mine just stays.
it's just men. We're just weird, we're kind of like,
Mhm.
Mars creatures and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So,
That's well, and
but
carnosine is very, very good for brain cognition, clear thinking, because it also pulls aluminum out of your brain. And that's why I
yes,
love carnosine, because we are bombarded by aluminum in water, in air, in canned foods and years of canned foods and drinking out of the can. So we need carnosine to detox aluminum, and that's why I love to sleep with carnosine, because I know my body is detoxing from that. So anyway, is so anybody else here, or is just Kim and John?
well, we've got Dwayne and Karen are here as well. We got Elke is here and
Mhm.
somebody with an iPhone. So, because I did do a short, so and I invite people to come. I said, if you got questions, this is a great time to come ask because we're informal and it's not like we're Jason and them. Those that want to do it as a business, that's best to go to x39legacybuilder.com
I mean, we are
because
doing
they
it as a
teach.
business too. We're doing it
Yeah,
as a
we
business, but
do.
if people, we
Yes.
are not pushing it on people unless they really genuinely want to do it.
Right.
I
I
know
mean,
that
we'll
there are,
gladly help in that, yes, but it's just the fact that, a lot of people that come here, they prefer that because we're not here trying to do it, push like that. So,
yeah, but
um,
it's okay. I mean, it is you should get rewarded when you share patches. You share it with
yeah,
others, you talk about,
absolutely.
so give them your link. And as you share them and people buy them with your link, you get rewarded from the company. So anybody
Exactly.
interested, just call me. I will call Jason, because there is a new program right now. I know that they changed the entire business structure, and I cannot keep up with that myself, with the business side of it. I have so much going on, what we do, that I just don't have time to sit down and start studying their business structure. But all I know is good. And if you need help, I know where to get it. So if you have anybody who wants patches, you have a link, and just let me know and we will get you in contact with the right person.
Excellent, excellent. So, question is, does anybody have any questions? We had Ronnie step into the room. I like to call him Ronnie because that's what his mother called him.
Oh,
So, go ahead,
I have
Elkie.
something. I have something. Yeah. Um, Hi there. I got in a
Hi,
little late.
Elkie.
Um, did you did you have any update on the new app? I mean, it's not supposed to be the app anymore. The In Touch app is
mhm.
gonna retire, and they're gonna put on an AI something management office called Now. Did you know anything about
You know what? I
the
know that there's
new?
supposed to be a new app, Elkie, but if we can get into business meeting with Jason, we can actually schedule it if you guys want, if you're interested, because I don't have answers for this.
Yeah, we can ask Jason to come in next week and
Yes.
discuss that.
And he can how is it, and
Mm.
we will schedule him. If you want it earlier the next week, we can do that too.
No, it's fine. I work every other Sunday. I'm not sure yet with my schedule, but yeah, that would be great if you can record it too.
Yes,
Yes.
and then put it on our, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And be
Mhm.
more faithful about loading it, right, Elkie? She's
Yes,
like,
For
you do
those who
need to
cannot
be.
make it, yeah, sometimes on Sundays, that would be great. It's
yeah.
okay. We're all so busy. I totally understand.
Yes, we are busy, and the business structure is constantly changing with
Yeah.
LifeWave.
Yeah.
And I came to a point I can't keep up with it. Like it's always relearning a new thing, and I'm just so busy. But we will
Mhm.
do it. I mean, we have people to help. So, Steve, it's
Mhm.
up to you. You can text Jason and record with him the
Well,
new business.
Jason, he'll be on with me and John on Tuesday, so I'll ask Jason about that then if he can come on next Sunday so we can go over the new business plan. So I'll give him a heads up too to let him know. Study up, buddy, because he probably doesn't have it down pat either as of yet. But
Mhm.
study up because we got some folks going to have some questions. Um, and let's see, Kim has asked, what's the difference with the X39 and these red light frequency blankets, beds?
Oh,
That's a good
blankets.
question because I don't know what the difference is.
Well,
You know,
I think that well, there is a far infrared light and near infrared light. And I know that patches as photobiomodulation is a near infrared light. So there is it's a differences in frequencies. And I know that patches are systemic. No matter where you put it in the body, it works on entire body. I know that all other devices work only where that device can reach, or I know that blankets might be a little bit more longer, so like bigger, but I mean that's as far as I know. But again, that's a question for Jason, if he knows.
I was reading all
You
of
can use
Ron's
it
things
together.
on here, and
Mhm.
he's got one called AADP. So I was going to tell Ron I got AARP. Want to tell me he's got that one too. Oh gosh. Anyway, uh, Ron, where you at? He's hiding now.
Maybe Ron knows the difference.
He's on there. This is the time to pick his brain because we're only going to be on here for a little bit longer. And then me and Jan have got a video we got to do on some crazy things going on in this world. So, ay, ay, ay. So, anyway, Ron
Did
may have
Ron
went to
get
the
off?
little boys. Here he comes. Here he comes. Brother Ron, you're back home again. I just realized that. You're on mute. So you're on mute and your daughter threw you out. I could read your lips. I got that. And I'm just kidding. I know she wouldn't do that to you. But you're still on mute. Oh yeah, that's right. You see that little button right there? Wait a minute, Ron. I'm gonna send you a old folks message.
Well, I'll turn the mic on now and try that again. Now, I've made about 8 trips here in the last 2 or 3 days, and today I brought a trailer and took the rest of it. And anyway, I've just been running and running, and she wasn't very happy about it, but I told her I needed to go home.
I hear you. So,
And
well,
I'm getting a lot of calls from people wanting to come by and uh have office visits and stuff like that. And I told them I'd just set up an office in here. So we'll see
there
what
you
we do.
go. it's cheaper to work from home than it is to work from a clinic and pay all that crazy money that you'd have to pay.
Well, yeah, but there's other things you got to do too, though.
All right, I got it. I want to ask you some placement questions real quick while we're recording this
On the
anyway, so
back of
people.
your neck.
Yeah, I got it. Now, you did tell me though one time X39, rather than being right there on C7 on the vertebrae itself, go just a touch below that. Is that correct?
Well, where T1 is the bone that sticks out, you put the patch right in between it and C7. That's governing vessel 14, the hammer.
Okay. And because I did notice, I'd mentioned this a while back, when I began to start placing the patch there, I got actually better results. So, what about glutathione? What are some of the good places for placement on glutathione? I know David will say over the lymph nodes, but is there other placements that would work?
Well, you can put them on your lymph nodes, even in that pit right down here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, you
But
got one on, Ron.
don't put it on your thyroid on your Adam's apple. That's not a good idea because it's one that helps produce the glutathione.
Okay.
Okay.
Put it
But
in the pit because Ron's wearing one. I saw that.
Right here.
There, looky there, boy. All right. Now, Carnosine, I was telling Yana in the group here before you came on, you can put it right there.
I have many times, yep.
So that's it. Well, Yana, didn't you say, or was it glutathione or carnosine you stick in there?
I do glutathione because I know it's very good for skin. Like if it, it's good for skin. But
Well, maybe I need to do that, huh?
maybe Alavida is good here too. But yes, carnosine I usually put on a tailbone. But Uran said it's
I was
vagus nerve.
telling everybody that you talked about putting it on the vagus nerve below, just right. Is that right below the ear, or where is that at?
Well, where this bone is, I don't know if you can see it, and there's a groove right here. It's right just below that, kind of at a backward angle. You can put it right in there. That's a real good spot for the vagus nerve. But if you overstimulate your vagus nerve, you'll really not like it.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah.
will it do?
Well, it'll make you slobber worse than you normally do. I'll tell you that. No,
Ron Moore, don't be wearing it on the vagus nerve.
Roger that. Got it.
uh, if you overstimulate the vagus nerve, though, you'll start feeling bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What patch? I mean, when have you ever put an Eon on the well, on the vagus nerve or no?
I have before, but it's not something I leave. Anything on the vagus nerve, it controls it goes from all your organs to your brain. It's the largest nerve in the body. So it's
Okay.
not a a lot of people say, oh, well, just stimulate it. And then they walk around wondering why they're about to pass out, you know?
Okay. Well, that's good to know too.
I
So,
know that you can help yourself because if you're vagus, I mean, I call it vagus nerve, but it's how do you call it in English? I mean, if you have it blocked, I know that you have a lot of problems in your body.
Well,
So you can do very gentle exercises to unblock it.
mhm.
what's a good way to unblock it then?
But
Hammer?
there's certain exercises, and you know how what we do, Stephen, you lay down and then you push on that. What
Oh
is it
yeah, that
called?
roller. Yeah,
Hmm.
rolling pin.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good too. Hmm.
Yana's got one of those
Actually,
nice rollers to
walking
roll on.
barefooted and laying on your back and rolling on it and things, some of the best things you can do because there's so many nerves. And where Yana was talking about at your tailbone, I think there's like 12 12
Mm.
different,
Yeah, all the nerves end there. So
oh,
when you put your carnosine there, it's really good spot.
well, there's so many different pressure points right there at the tailbone. They're on both sides, up and down. There's like 8 or 9, I think, in there, and then some in the middle. Let me call you back.
Maybe about 8 patches on the butt.
No, just one
Just
carnosine.
kidding.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna wrap up anyway, Ron. So listen, give me a call tomorrow. So because
You
I'll
don't ever
forget.
answer the phone.
Well, I'll answer it. I will.
He was
So
busy. Yeah, he doesn't answer mine, Ron. So don't take it personally.
I don't tell you personally. I just know he says call or he'll call me, and all that ain't gonna happen. So.
okay, Ron, one last question. Kim was asking, wearing it at night or with X39 in the day? I guess that's talking about the carnosine.
Carnosine, yeah.
Yeah.
You can wear carnosine at night. I wouldn't wear the X39 unless you're really accustomed, because when I wear it, especially with carnosine, I don't sleep well at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how other people do it, but you can wear the carnosine at night, fine, but I would leave the X39 off at night.
That's a good idea. Ron says it the correct way. I mean, don't use X39 at night because it's a stimulant.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is it's a gentle stimulant. It stimulates your cells, your stem cells, so your whole body is stimulating. So what you want to do after 12, 14 hours of wearing it, make sure it's never your night patch, because you need to give your body rest from that stimulation. And that's when it's really good to do glutathione, carnosine. Those are the best night patches, because while body is sleeping, recovering, repairing. So those patches support that. They support that recovery.
Kim said something here about what's the difference with X39 and these red light frequency blanket beds.
Mhm.
You know about
What's
that?
the difference? One's a patch.
Well, no, isn't it, Ron? Isn't it that I know patch is a near infrared frequency. The blankets and all this, aren't they far infrared frequency? Or maybe they are near. I don't know. I need to look into it. But I know that they are helping the area they can, where you put them at. And patches are systemic.
You can use red light therapy and get really good results even with the patches, because it's doing a similar thing. And I've got red light therapy back here that I use. I think Yana said something about a book one time, and I downloaded it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a good reference on red light therapy and things like that.
Yes, it was like a year ago. I brought that book to one of the meetings. So we can have another meeting. I can prepare informative things about red light therapy if you guys want.
I
That
think it'd be
never
good to
hurts.
revisit it. Yeah, it would be good to revisit
Mhm.
it and stuff. And grounding, what Ron was talking about going barefooted earlier, I'll just mention one thing. There was a gentleman I met recently, um, and he was up in the years, and he told me about one of the best things you can do. He said, if you got to wear shoes, drill a hole in your shoe, take a little copper wire, a little fine one, and have it where it comes out the bottom of that hole and inside your shoe with your foot, so you'll stay grounded no matter where you go. He said the worst thing they ever did was make shoes with rubber bottoms on them.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's probably true. I'll tell you one thing though, putting an X39 right in the middle of your foot at night is not a good thing to do.
Not
I got
X39,
I got
but you
one
can
like
put
that
an E
one
on
time because I
there.
stepped on the one on the floor, and so yeah, I woke up with X39 on my foot.
Well, I tried putting an Eon patch on one side and X39 on the other, on your kidney one right underneath the
Mhm.
bottom. That wasn't good.
What did it do?
I felt awful the next morning. I took them off and it took me most of the day to start feeling better again. So I didn't do that anymore.
You think it's
Ron
overstimulated you at night?
experiments.
No, the thing is, you can't use, I don't like X39 at night. And anybody who says they wear it at night, that's like, how on earth they do that? Because it does have a stimulating effect on the body, so it can interfere with your sleep. So don't ever do that. But Eon at night should be good, as long as you don't have too many other patches, like
Well,
maximum
there's
two.
many times, even in here or on the back of my neck or something like that, I'll wear Eon. Sometimes I'll leave one on for a couple of days or so,
Mm-hmm.
and they still function and work.
Good, good. Yeah, so you can save money that way. Good. Mm-hmm.
I don't take
Uh,
Eon off till it comes off.
well, no, Steve has like 10 of them, old ones, and he forgot them on his back. He doesn't see, so I have to take them off of him. But anyway, what did I want to talk about? I had something on my mind that I wanted to tell people. Also, when it comes to sleep at night, and I wanted to talk about this, it's your sheets and quality of your sheets. You wouldn't believe that if you have these low quality sheets, you create certain friction as you move. Okay. And the frequency out of that sheet can cause you absolutely awful feeling in the morning. Like you might wake up very sick and in pain just from the sheets you use, because we are
Yeah.
not supposed to sleep on sheets made out of nylon and all kinds of, I don't know what they make it out of, chemicals. And you need to have a
That's true.
100%, you need to invest, because sleep is so important. Invest in sheets that are either 100% cotton, but better than cotton is linen, and it should be organic.
Egyptian cotton. It's got to
Well, you
come
need
Yeah,
a
from.
but
really high thread count too. That really helps.
really high thread count. And actually, better than that is linen, 100% linen. Linen absorbs sweat, it creates very good frequency, and it's just the best natural thing for the sleep. So linen is the best, number one, for sleep. And sometimes people wonder, why can't I sleep? I do this, I do this, I am taking everything I can, I exercise, I go to bed, and then you look at what they sleep in, these little Target $12 sheets, and you look at what they're made of. And of course, this is what I found out in my research, they can't sleep because they're creating negative frequencies from the fabric they're sleeping on. So just that's just kind of bonus here tonight.
By
That's
the
very
way,
cool.
I don't move when I sleep.
You don't?
Nope.
You're always,
I had
yeah.
to teach myself, but now that I've gotten to where I'm not in the pain that I'm in anymore, like I used to be, yeah, for 15 years, I always had to sleep perfectly flat on my back, no elevation, could not sleep right or left side because I'd lose the feeling in my legs or my arms one. So
You do
it's
move
only
now,
been in
babe.
the last year that I could start sleeping on my side again as well. But yeah,
Yeah.
I learned to
Well,
sleep
brother, I
and
had a
never,
question for you on that too. You know that what'd you call that reset I told you to do that time? Are you still having to do that or is that already got
no.
through?
Do you know I can run
Hmm.
now, Ron? I
That's
Yeah.
can
good.
literally run. I know
Good.
because Jana come after me with a stick one day and I ran out the house. I never could run so fast in all my life.
Well, the
I'm just
important
kidding.
thing is, did you outrun her then?
Oh my goodness.
You
Somebody will
know,
believe this,
I
Stephen.
actually, this is no lie. Honestly, though, no, my wife don't chase me with a stick or a spatula, not even a rolling pin. If it was a rolling pin, she's got that one made out of a rock. That would hurt. Anyway,
Yeah, I
And
have
she's
a
got
lot.
cast iron skillets too, boys. You can count on it. So she got some big ones. I mean, I'm like, what do you want of that? So,
Okay.
but seriously, I had a dream about a year ago, and in the dream, I was able to run, and I could literally feel it. I was like, I was enough awake where I could feel myself running. And I was like, that was so weird. And I got up and I thought to myself, I bet you I can run now. And I had not tried it. So we got this black Labrador, and I decided I'm going to go see if I can run. So I take off running. And I literally was able to run. I had not been able to run. And I was just running just fine. I must have run 50 yards before the next thing I knew, instead of her being trained as a search and rescue, which she's not fully trained at that, she can find my wife anywhere she goes, but not me. I got tackled by that dog right into the dirt. So I didn't get beyond 50 yards because she just clobbered me. I guess she thought it was exciting. Oh, you can run. Let's go run. No, let's tackle you instead. So
Yeah.
but yeah, so since then I've been trying to train her to run with me, and she's getting better about doing that. But I'm literally wanting to start jogging again because when I was young, I was a long distance runner. I used to do the 18-mile runs, and so I always
Oh, I
loved to
never
do it.
did that.
I would jog on practice though. I would jog 3 to 5 miles a day is what I would jog. So.
Uh,
And I wasn't a fast runner. When I was in law enforcement, I was the fastest guy we had there, but that was on the half mile. I could literally sprint a half mile.
Well, we have a
So,
runner here. That's John Moore.
I'm a sprinter
Oh,
when I
yes.
run, right?
okay, nice. All
I
220
right,
guess
too.
his
Elkie.
wife chases him with a rolling pin.
Yeah, I have something. I have something at the
Go
Black
ahead,
Lab.
Elkie. I was wondering what that hand was up. I thought you was waving at somebody.
Yeah, I was clapping for your running. Anyhow, I when you mentioned Black Lab, I have a lab story as well. We have a Black Lab, and so when we're done with our X39, we put it on her so she has to wear it at night, but she sleeps okay. So anyhow, she is a ball jumper. You know, when you throw the ball, she just
Yes.
launches up in the air and catches the ball and lands pretty hard. She's doing that for years. So she has these big pockets behind her shoulders that were kind of like as big as an egg and very soft. And we thought, oh no, we
Yes.
have to bring her to the vet and see if we have to train it or what it is. We were a bit worried, but they're just shrunk. They're shrunk to like a little pea size,
Oh, wow.
hard, hard little. They're still there, but they're just shrunk away. And the only
Mhm.
thing we did was just the X39 in a couple hours, you know, if they're
Yeah,
still at night. When we
that's
were
You
done with
can.
ours, or we put it on her blanket where she lays. But
yes,
yeah.
yes, that's a
That's
good idea.
very good, Elkie. And
Hmm.
this is
Very
what
good.
John on his program on Tuesdays, he brings up a lot about the pets because John always says, you know, pets don't know a placebo effect. So it's not like the pet can say, oh, I got a patch, I feel great. No, the pet just either feels better or they don't. And the one cat that we got, when Dr. Tesla encouraged me to put on certain patches on her, uh, we started adding an Eon on her 3 days a week as well. And the Eon, when she's wearing that Eon, that cat can do anything. I mean, she's still fat. I still have not ever figured out a way to get her weight down.
Hmm.
Even though we, sew her lips shut, that doesn't work either. She sucks it through the little hole. No, I'm just kidding. But he did tell me to use glutathione, and so we do like 2 or 3 days a week glutathione with her as well, because he's hoping that will help her with that issue. But the Eon, when we put an Eon on that cat, and we'll just leave it on her till it falls off, but she'll go several days and she can jump. Normally, if she goes down the steps here, it's really hard for her.
Yeah.
But when you put that Eon on her back, where her pain is normally at because of her body weight, it's like there's no pain at all. That cat will
Mhm.
go, then it's dangerous because then she wants to jump up on my lap. And if she misses, her claws go in. And when you got claws with a 40-pound cat hanging on you, it doesn't feel that great. But yeah, then, that's the risk are there because then she'll try to get on the bed and she can do it. She can jump that high. So, but anyway,
Well, yeah, people are wondering because cats usually can jump, but she's sick. Like she wasn't supposed to survive
she
at
could,
all. I mean, they were
yeah,
telling us that she's not gonna have only few months, and she's like living and living and living. And I believe that's because we're putting patches on her.
yeah,
So,
absolutely. And I
yeah.
love that. Dr. Tesla had a couple of geriatrics animals that were, he just told the owner, he says, look, he said, I want to recommend X39. He said, look, it's the last thing we could possibly do. He said, because honestly, they're at the age they're gonna die, and there's nothing I can do to help them anymore. And two of the animals that he had that they put the animal on it, both animals recovered and they continued to live on. And
Yeah.
I've never heard anything as far as how much longer did they live, but they both recovered from illnesses that he would have never expected them to recover from.
Yeah. So
Uh,
bottom line here is that animals benefit tremendously from patches. So use it on animals for sure.
I
and
Mhm.
use them
I
on
think
mine.
that, Kim, Ron, you missed this earlier. Kim was talking about, uh, she's now her second year she just reached, but she said she went to the eye doctor and both times last year and this year, both her eyes have improved, and she called it 2 clicks. So I guess is that like 2 points when you say that, Kim? Like if you
It's
were a
click per
400,
year,
you went
Kim,
to
right? Is it a click a year?
Yeah. Well, I think she called it a click or a step. And I asked her to clarify it. And she says, when your eyes get better, it's like it goes down. You're not, those things they have,
Mhm.
I don't know how to really explain it, but
That's okay.
it's
Yeah.
just, yeah. She said it's gone down. So that's good when it goes down. That's
yes.
good.
Yes.
Is that
And the
your
question,
astigmatism?
Yeah. Yeah. Stigmatism.
Mm.
so in
That's
that
good.
regard, is that something because I mean, I've not gone back to the eye doctor. I just noticed with myself, every time I put on glasses, they wouldn't work anymore.
Mm.
I mean, I have a prescription because of stigmatism and stuff, but I was all the way up to almost five. Well, I was 500 in one eye and 475 in the other.
He's on a
That's what
regular
my
readers
sight
now.
was.
He's on a
Yeah,
readers. Yeah.
yeah.
His eyes
I was
improved.
without glasses, I would be considered legally blind. Uh, but that's all. But distance, it wasn't as bad. It's mainly anything close. I can't see. I couldn't see nothing.
Mm.
But these here are just 250s, and they work perfectly fine. I was wearing Yana's glasses. That's when I started realizing because I put on the glasses and I couldn't get the right distance to focus in, and I'm like, what the heck is wrong with me? And that's what made me realize. I mean, I just kept having to order smaller, smaller. So I went from the fives, then I ordered some 350s and I went to 300s, and then that got too strong, and now I'm at 250 now. And there's,
Yeah.
and now I've also got another pair that are just 200s because they're even the 250s sometimes don't seem to work just right. So,
And that we
that's
attribute to patches as well, because I mean, what else, you know? So,
all right, guys, we're going to wrap it up tonight. It's so good to see everybody. And next week we're going to go again. Yana will take and, as she says, she'll prepare some things for us on infrared therapy. We're going to look into that too, Elkie, about the blankets there. Or is it
no,
Elkie or
that's
was it Kim that
Kim.
asked that?
Kim
Kim,
wanted
yeah.
that. Elke wants to know about the app, the new app.
I would think that yeah, we'll get Jason in here, Elkie, for that. Kim will go into the blanket thing. From what David was saying, and Ron, this is something I played at the beginning. I'll send you this link. It's a little short that he did. or no, that was in a different, I'll still send you the video so you can look at this, see what you think about this. David was explaining that his technology, that the near infrared that he uses, it literally carries the message to the did he say the mitochondria or whatever it is that stimulates, whether it be the copper, the copper peptides, or whichever the patch is, if it does the glutathione or the carnosine. He said the frequency carries a message. I'm assuming though that what that means is it's that specific nanometer that that wavelength is traveling in is the message itself. Would that be more accurate?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're the guy
Uh,
that knows about frequencies. I mean, the guy that
Actually, near
builds stuff for the
infrared,
Mars
even on,
rover,
I'm sorry.
you're the guy that builds stuff for the Mars rover. You ought to know this stuff by now.
Well, that's a long time ago, but it run kind of rough. No, now I forgot what we were talking about.
We're talking about the wavelengths.
Oh, the red light therapy, near infrared, and all that will stimulate the mitochondria as well.
Mhm.
All of that kind of works together, and there's a lot of things you can do like that that'll really bring things together. But remind me, what time was I supposed to call you? Because I've got a few things you need to know about.
I'd like to talk to you in the morning if possible, then. So just whenever you want to call is fine. It don't matter. It can be early.
Hey,
Are
Ron,
you?
I will remind him.
Yeah. Because I want to talk to you too about Three Eye Atlas. 'Cause I got some questions. I want to see what your thoughts are.
I didn't think that was a comment the first time I saw it, but anyway, uh, well, we'll just get into that later. We'll get into a big discussion if we do that.
Mhm.
There's some things that were pretty interesting anyway.
We may do a video on that then. So you're the only
Oh yeah,
qualified
listen,
individual.
guys, I wanted to talk when I
But
talked about those sheets. Now I remember those cheap sheets create static. That's what the word is. It creates such static as you are moving on them at night, you're turning, and it creates certain static that goes into your body, and then it can even create those nervous leg syndrome. When you have to move
Yeah.
your legs constantly. And you can have that. It's either low magnesium, so you could make sure you have every night magnesium before sleep, but from sheets. So that's how important sheet quality is.
that means
I
no
agree. I
intimate
mean,
nights
sleep's
because
a
you
big
don't need
thing.
no static.
Yes. And it's unbelievable because I was doing this research for my school. And that's what
Been
I
under sheets and it made me feel like I shorted out before.
Yeah. And I actually, that was funny because we did sleep on some cheap sheets before, and
I
I
went to
did notice
Tatiana and
I'm
I
not
zapped
feeling
the
it.
mess out of her.
No,
I'm
but I'm
prone to
really,
static anyway.
I'm really serious. So I did invest into some really good linen sheets and
She just thought
sleep.
I was electrifying.
Nah, that wasn't it.
Jeez. All right, Steve, shut up.
Well, you know what? Just do your own research on it. If you like, just simply Google it. It will come up, and then you will see. Because I did this huge research on sleep. We're studying sleep and how important sleep is. And one of the things, are the sheets. And many people don't know that this is the culprit. This is why they can't sleep. This is why their legs have to keep moving, like, nervous legs, and they don't know what it is. Well, it's from static and from wrong frequencies because of the fabric.
Well, I know if you get really good linens, you sleep a lot better.
A lot better. And in like early 1900s, they used in hospitals, they used only linen.
Yeah.
That was a prescribed thing for the hospitals. They could not use any other fabric. And that's because people long time ago were smarter. They just knew about these things. And then they just
Now they
started.
don't want you to rest in the hospital. They want to wake you up every 2 minutes, you know.
Maybe,
That's
yeah.
exactly right.
No, that linen is extremely healing for the body. I can tell you a lot about it, but I don't want to be here another hour. So,
Yep.
Well,
All
I
right,
think it's
guys.
important.
mhm.
Yep, I agree. So, we got to stop the friction. Don't move in the bed.
No, you can move. Moving is okay. You just gotta have a good sheets.
Yes. All right, guys. So we're going to wrap it up. Love all you guys. Appreciate everybody. And we'll see y'all next Sunday. And Bianca, I assume you're going to call me afterwards.
Yeah, or you call me, and I'll remind you to call around in the morning. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to be on the road tomorrow, but in some really bad
What's a good
country.
time? What's a
Huh?
good time? What's a good time I can call any time tomorrow. So you just tell me what's a good time.
What time are you on? Are you on Eastern now?
Yeah, right now I'm on Eastern.
All right, I'm still on Central, but I got to leave here by 8, and it'll take me about 2.5 to 3 hours to get over there. So I should be over there, but there's some really rugged country in between there.
Let me call you
Mountains.
after you get there. Where you going?
Yeah, you can. I should
I'll
be
call you a
there
little
by
after
10.
lunchtime.
Let me think. I gotta go. Yeah,
All right, guys.
any time
Be in
around
the
lunchtime be fine.
Okay. All right. I'll call you then, Ron.
All right.
All right. Y'all have a good night, guys.
Good night.
I'm blessed.
Thank
Good
you.
night,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I gotta figure out how to stop the recording button. I always never can find that rascal. There it is.